Welcome to D.O.T. University. I'm Ryan, the D.O.T. guy. Now in this short YouTube video, we're going to be bringing you some information regarding the lights on commercial motor vehicle. Lights is one of those topics that everybody's confused on. And I'm not talking about headlights, tail lights, turn signals, stuff like that. Those are the no-brainer lights. I'm talking about all the rest of those lights on a commercial motor vehicle as you walk around it. What are they called? What's required? Which ones aren't required? And that type of thing. We're going to be focusing on that. Now this training, this little topic, this is just a smaller version of our inspector qualification. Now, if you need your technicians to get trained, have them, either you or them, head over to dotuniversity.org. You can get registered or your team registered to go through the periodic class, which will help them get their qualification to do annual inspections for you and your fleet. Now, you can help us out. Just hit that like and subscribe button and make sure that you ring that bell so you can be notified. We're coming out with new content that can help you and your team stay off the radar. So we're going to go through several different examples. Now, I do not spend any time talking about what I refer to as the no-brainer lights. Okay, no-brainer lights, we're dealing with headlights, turn signals, brake lights. Okay, those are the no-brainer lights. All right, they of course have to be working and functioning. Now, I will use headlights just to explain now how the lighting table works. So if you look at this lighting table, if you're in your regulations 393.9, if you've downloaded that lighting table, you're going to go to that table now and look and identify the very first one. And it starts off right here at the top with headlights. And how that does is it goes across this table. It talks about the item on the vehicle, how many that you need to have, what the color of the lights need to be, where they need to be located, the position, a height from the ground, and if there is a maximum height, and then the vehicles for which they apply for, A, B, and C. And at the end of the lighting table, there is a legend that goes through, and it will tell you what A, B, and C is. It's A through H is all of them, okay? A, B, and C is specific 100% to the power unit. So we're talking trucks that are less than 80 inches in width, truck tractors, and trucks or buses that are 80 inches or more in overall width is what we're referring to those. So A, B, and C is what we're talking about there. So headlights, it says in here we got to have headlights. It says you have to have two of them. They need to be white in color. I do get some questions about some of these different lights and lighting styles that kind of have that bluish tint. As long as they are the white headlight, they're putting that out there. The DOT hasn't really come out with any guidance specifically. Now, if they are specifically colored, to a different color, like an actual blue, then yes, that would be problematic. I have seen trucks with green headlights before. That is going to get you pulled over all day long. So they do need to be a common white light that's going to be mounted on the front, of course, the location. And then it says for the position, it says on the front at the same height at an equal number on each side of the vertical center line. Okay, so you're at any given point, you're going to typically have 4 white lights at the front for your headlights, okay? Low beams is considered 2, 1 on each side. High beams is 2 on each side, total of 4 lights that you're going to have. That's typically the fashion of high versus the low beams, which is why when you're doing your inspection, make sure that you're inspecting at both high beam and low beam. It also says that you have to have an equal number on each side. So if a low beam goes out and all you've got is the high beam that works, or vice versa, you do need to have the same number of lights on each side. And then over here it talks about height from the road surface and maximum height. It says that they can't be less than 22 inches from the road surface, and then it turns around and says they also can't be any higher than 54 inches. There are some different exceptions that you'll find with different state laws and municipalities when a truck is like dual purpose, like it's snow plow and snow and ice removal, things like that, where it's got some auxiliary headlights that have been mounted higher than the plow. They have to do that, and there's different exceptions that will allow for that. But just the normal over-the-road or vehicle that is used for commercial purposes, whether it be private property transportation or for hire transportation, the lights need to be in that area. So that is, again, just kind of how this table works. So with that, let's kind of jump into the rest of these lighting devices. So